Ever heard of monkeys throwing a barbecue? It's called a Chimchar. Bike Chain Starters Episode 10, Chimchar. What's going on? I'm Pokewelder Zach, and today we're making Chimchar out of bike chains. First off, I'm excited to announce that we are officially 1/3 of the way through the Bike Chain Starters series. I've absolutely loved this project, and I hope you've been enjoying it. So, if you haven't caught up yet, go check out the page and check out those other videos. As a part of my campaign to grow my channel, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for every single video when it hits 1,000 likes. All you have to do to enter is drop a comment in the comment section below. So, go ahead and drop that down there. Did you like the beginning joke? Do you like Chimchar? Do you want to help support the channel? While you're down there, like, subscribe, and let's get on to the build. Alright, let's smack down and change those chains. We're going to get started here with Chimchar's head. He uses 5 different chain links for the main part of the head, a 3 link for his hair, and then some 4 links for his ears. Next up is going to be adding in the body, which is going to be used with 5 links, and then the legs and arms, which are 3 and 2, and a whole bunch of little single pieces for the fire. So getting started here with the head, that 3 link is going to be used for the bottom of the head, the 4 link will be used for the top, and then we use 3 6-link pieces for the middle portions of the head. You'll see later in the video that they are actually offset, and this is just so that Chimchar has a little bit more volume and personality to his head. He does have like that little monkey nose, so we're going to clean them all up, and then we'll start putting them all together. So now they're clean, and you can kind of see here where I do the offset of the bottom part of the head. Quickly tack it on, stack this one directly on top of the previous, do some quick tacks, and then the 4 link is going to be used for the top of the head, and the 3 link is going to be used for the bottom, with the smaller portion in the back where it's going to connect to the body. Now that that's done, we're going to create the ears out of the 4 links. This is one of my favorite parts just because Chimchar's ears are nice and big and cute, and so I think they're a great part of them. This is something I'm actually going to change here. I do the weld on the front in this design, but it kind of gives him a bigger bottom jaw, so in future designs and future makes of this, I'll be doing the weld on the back side of the ear instead. It just ends up being cleaner. Now you can see me struggling with getting the hair piece in. It's a little 4 link that I had to end up grinding down so it would fit in the top of the head there. I'm going to weld it on, make sure it's in place, and that is Chimchar's head. Now we're going to move on to Chimchar's body. This is, again, the V2 design, and so the first one I used 6 links for the body as well, but it was too big, it was too clunky. And so with this design, I moved down to using 5 links. I just think that it overall gives the body a better shape and makes Chimchar more in line with the sizes of the other sculptures. Now we use this little 2 link for the arms, and then initially I used a 4 link for the legs. However, in the final design, I ended up removing one of those and just ended up using 3 because Chimchar does have sort of lanky limbs. And so this is just part of the design process. Especially when I'm doing different iterations. But we're going to clean them all up, flip the 2 body parts, part of the main body on top of each other, do those welds, and then we're going to end up finishing up a couple more little security welds here and then adding the head on. Let's talk Patreon. Patreon is where I post updates, announcements, special events, and special bonus content. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, or if you want to learn more, go ahead and check it out in the description below. So, if you want to partake in that, or if you just want to help keep the wire welding rolling, that's a tongue twister, go ahead and check it out. It's super easy, doesn't take much time, and every little bit is appreciated. Thank you to my current patrons, thank you to my future patrons, and let's get back to the video. I end up having to change the magnet here just to get a better angle, better position on it, and get those welds onto the head so it's now connected. Going to add on the first leg. You can see it's still the 4 link here. It does change in the end. Add on the first arm, and then we attach it to the magnet again standing up so that it'll be stable in the final design. So now you can see I'm just going through here, adding a couple additional welds where I had previously just tacked. And now we're going to add the fiery butt on. on. These are all little single pieces. I basically just tack each of the single pieces onto that main little two-piece that I had on the butt, and then cut them down the middle and take a pair of pliers and twist them, turn them, and kind of try to shape them into a fiery look. So that is our final Chimchar form here. We do end up going through here with the angle grinder now and just cleaning up all the different welds, spots where they might have got a little bit too big or had some slag left over. And this is just using a ceramic bit. It's honestly the best thing for cleaning. And then going back through with the Dremel tool and getting all the hard to get spots, just cleaning it up, getting between the chains and the spots that the angle grinder couldn't get to. Now, final bit here is going to be adding on the paint. And again, this is another spot where my phone decided it didn't want to record stuff. And yeah, so you'll get to see the second part where I usually have to add on the second coat. I did manage to catch it to get some of the first coat. And you can see here that first coat works in a lot of spots, but sometimes it does need the second or sometimes third coat. You can kind of briefly see it there on the ear. So I'm just going through here and pretty much touching up all the spots to make them a little more opaque and just cleaner. So yeah, you can see on the ear where it needed a second coat, getting in between the chains, and then some of this final bit here is going to be adding the red onto the ear. After this too, after I get in the ear, add the red on, I go back through with the sort of beige again and just clean up the edges. So important part here is remembering to get inside the chain. Sometimes it can be weird because then you can see the red on the outside, but I think it worked out pretty well. And I did get a little bit of base on the fire when I was spray painting, but it didn't turn out quite how I wanted. So I'm just going over with the acrylics here, doing a red base, following up with some orange and yellow as the final details, just to give it that fiery appearance. Sort of just moving it around there, not having exact like painting strokes, just so it's a little more wild. And then coming back to the front of Chimchar to get his belly, chest, which is also beige to match the hands, feet, and head. So there we have it, our Chimchar in its final form. You've now watched it go from a set of raw bike chains into a final painted Chimchar. So let me know what you think about the process. If you have any additional design ideas that you think would make it even better, always open to hearing something new. So there we have our Chimchar. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you learned a thing or two and enjoyed watching Chimchar come to life. Remember, when the video hits 1,000 likes, we'll be doing a giveaway to one person from the comment section below. So, what'd you like about the video? What would you like to see more of? And what Pokemon do you want to see at the end of this series? You can also make requests for Pokemon over in my Patreon or on my Linktree. So, if you get the chance, go check them out. Links are in the description below. Make sure you subscribe because next week we're going to be making Piplup. Until then, sign off with a Totodile smile.